stressing now for a blessing now. Look, I'm stressing now for a blessing now. Think you guessing now? It's depressing right now. I'm built for hard times. Darkest days, I'ma shine. I'ma climb to the top, and I'm every just stressing now for a blessing now. Think you guessing now? It's depressing right now. I'm built for hard times. Darkest days, I'ma shine. I'ma climb to the top, and I'ma be just fine. Fine, fine, I'ma be fine, just fine. I'ma be fine, little bitch. I'ma get my shit in line, little bitch. Hey, 1B, don't cry for shit. Put my life on the line. Minor setback for a major comeback. Like selling A1 soft, make them come back. And all the bitches that left me, they can't come back. 11 nigga, I ain't dry like I'm a bum cat. Bitch, I don't backtrack. Bitches play back. And I'ma fall back. Oh, I'm the quarterback. And I can't go back. You give me quarterback. So when a nigga get these backs up, I ain't holding back. I'm stressing now for a blessing now. Think you guessing now? It's depressing right now. I'm built for hard times. Darkest days, I'ma shine. I'ma climb to the top, and I'ma be just stressing now for a blessing now. Think you guessing now? It's depressing right now. I'm built for hard times. Darkest days, I'ma shine. I'ma climb to the top, and I'ma be just fine.
I like to work. I work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. I'm working every day. 24/7. I'm working every day. Work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. Up at 7, like I got a job, but I don't got one. I sell dope and ride, getting every dollar. That's my GD. Every day in these streets, I be ducking police. I keep me a backpack, just like I'm in high school. And I feel like a carpenter, cause I always keep the tool. Every day I work, blowing on that perp, sipping on that perp. I'm leaning off surf, 24/7. I hustle hard, and 24/7 I stay barking with my dogs. Y'all know what's happening, bitch. I stay tracking in your apartment, in the hallway, trafficking. I'm moving weight, my pockets looking big, and you don't work, your pockets looking thin. I'm getting twice the money, as if I had a twin. I'm all about money, you can tell I get it in because I work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. I'm working every day. 24/7. I'm working every day. Work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. I'm working every day. 24/7. I'm working every day. WORK. Don't play like an arcade. My money is okay. I'm so free, no AJ. Free wages like Ricky. Your money's so iffy. Paint job is peanut. I'm so butter, no jiffy. Bread like jam, bitch. I'ma make it spread quick. Talking about big chips. I'ma need a forklift. Push weight room. Seeing what the weight do. Feels like I'm playing chess, so I'ma make a great move. I'ma do it great too. Fall like alley hoops. I'ma play like MJ and my bitch is Cheryl Swoops. NBA ball and my money be dribbling. I'm all about money, you can tell I get it in because I work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. I'm working every day. 24/7. I'm working every day. Work. Like a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6. I came up pushing dimes 24/7. I'm working every day. 24/7. I'm working every day.
What it is. What it is, wake and bake. What is going on? What's going on, my people? I got one. Whew. You know that one, not the one you just light, but the one that's like 75% in and he's blowing hard. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the smokers, man. Salute to the waking bakers. Buck City Reloaded, man. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be hot today, boy. It's gonna be hot today. Hey, I always say it, man. Anytime you wake up on top of the ground and the ground ain't on top of you, you're blessed. You're blessed. I'm sorry to say. I mean, we can complain about things that we don't like in life. We can complain about things that we clearly could have changed, right? See, one thing about when you take accountability, it hits different, man. It hits different. When you take some damn accountability for your own shortcomings, right? We all got shortcomings. We all have shortcomings, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we all got shortcomings, man. I think I rattled up. See that Facebook, man. We might get on it. Dudes, they want to be a part of this, man. I'm gonna tell you how this clout goes. And I'm not the guy that wish I had it in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go back and listen to my first videos, how genuine I was and all of that. I really never was seeking out for any type of viewership or anything. I started doing videos and I actually forgot that I did them. I was like, damn, I did some videos and then all of a sudden I was just, how you just be just daydreaming in your phone. And then I went to the videos and, I had like 3,000 views and, what I'm saying, my subscribers had went up and, it was a lot of comments, like, 24, 32 comments or something like that. And people, and that's nothing, but it was people voicing their opinion on like, bro, like, this is what's up. Do your thing. And it was guys that I seen, the Thompsons, the, what I'm saying, just encouraging me like, bro, your story's a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could really feel the texture in your voice. Like, you gotta be, man. You gotta be something because ain't no way somebody could just spit it like that so vivid and so fluent, right? Unless they done been through it, done put your 10,000 hours in, man. Salute, man, to all the real doggers. Salute to all the real doggers, man. We overcome obstacles in this game. And apparently that's how life is. It's just a whole bunch of obstacles to overcome, right? They say you're only as strong as the things that you're able to overcome. I don't like to brag and act like I've been through so much, but that, of course, if you don't want me to add the things that I've overcome and the strength, the resilience, same things that we talk about with these dogs, right? So reach out to me, man. I'm giving everybody that opportunity. Reach out, get that magazine, get that texture, get that confidence. I think this magazine's giving a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? There's some tools that you need to navigate. There's a certain way that you gotta move. When you're holding a bloodline, you're protecting a bloodline. This isn't just any old group of Shih Tzus in your backyard, or one of these other dogs that are just purposeful less, if that's a word. Purposeless. They have no purpose. If you're the guardian, the caretaker, you got to have your head on a swivel, man, because they love to just come through and wipe out your Jeep blood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You might got something good over there, and all it takes is a few allegations, man, and a visit or two, and it could get ugly, man. It could get ugly, man. And I got a couple questions for y'all. You guys can answer them at your thing. We'll get on it. Has your dog ever embarrassed you in public? Let's hear about it, man. I'm gonna drop this link. You guys could chime in on that. I got a couple more questions also. Has your dog ever embarrassed you in public, man? This is the American Pitbull Terrier breed. They could be a certain way. They could be a certain way. And when you try to do the nice things like we're doing, because a lot of times these dogs were just basically kept in the backyard. Of course you got one person that's gonna say, no, I did this, I did that. But a large amount of them were kept in the backyard and wasn't really out in public that much. You might see people bring them out when they puppies. You might get one, bring them out every now and then. You'll see one. But when you get up on these shows and you start seeing these brothers training these dogs and doing different things, having them out running around, leash off type of things, people are going to want to gravitate and try to do that stuff too. So that's why I asked that question. Has your dog ever embarrassed you in public? Hey, smash that like button. Smash the like button. It helps the channel the most. I had a situation. I was walking this bitch, and she was one of those ones where she was actually really shy when I first got her. Okay. She was a shy dog when I first got her. And it wasn't nothing I was worried about. I knew she was about 11 months old. You don't know really how she was raised. I think she was in a kennel with one of her couple of her siblings or something until about 4 or 5 months old, and then they put her in her own kennel. I don't think she's ever been on a chain, ever had a leash on her neck, anything. I had her on the yard, and she was afraid of the flirt pole. I brought the flirt pole through and went to a couple chain spots and over the kennel, let them jump up and get a little action, get a little vigor going on the yard, a little action. And she was real shy the first couple of days. I think the first day she was really shy. I think I came out there twice. Then the next day I didn't go to her first. I went to my other dog first, and then I noticed that she was coming out and she was real interested. Like, wait a minute, you're not gonna try me again? You're not gonna. And I finally went back in there, and she She grabbed that damn hide up out my hand, bro. And I swear she might have fractured my middle finger. She snatched that thing from me. And I wasn't expecting it. Maybe if I was expecting it, it wouldn't have happened. But she snatched that thing from me so hard. You know, I was like, wait a minute. You know, she's definitely got something on her mind that's a little bit, you know, like, wait a minute, you know. And fast forward, you know, I ended up taking her to the house, and you know, I like to switch my dogs out, like if they on the yard or if they at the house. You know, that's two different. It's always been two different things for me. You know, you take them back to the house, let them kind of get to know, you know, what you got going on. You know, they might be smelling a little reefer. You know, just that home environment, just around me, hearing my voice popping up, me getting on the phone and just doing my thing on the compound. You know how it go. And I did that because I wanted to start walking her out. There was a show coming up, and she wasn't one of the ones I took, but I had some prospects that I want to take to the show. So I was going to walk them out and see how they do. She would just grab the leash from me and just try to shake it up. Like she just would not walk more than like a quarter of a block, you know. And she would just be pulling, shaking at the leash, you know, like it wouldn't matter, bro. It wouldn't matter. Finally, she got out of that a little bit. You know, I finally got her to the park. I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just take her straight to the park and do it. She did it a couple of times, and then she noticed that there were other dogs walking around. You know, so now she's all of a sudden, you know, looking at these other dogs, and she's trying to lunge and go at these dogs, you know, bunch of, you know, different dogs. They're far away, you know, 50 yards, maybe less, 20 yards away. You know, you might get a dog walking to their car or something. I made sure that I went to a corner of this parking lot to where there was like a hill that goes down. I could just walk straight down the hill. Really, nobody would even know I was at the park anyway. And then it's away from everybody where they go. Only time you'll come by me is if you parking by me. And usually, you know, ain't nobody really parking in that corner because the park is actually on the other side. So that was my little spot. I go and just try to let the dog see a different little atmosphere, look at a couple squirrels, run up the tree, different things, you know, put the dog in a different element. So she started seeing these dogs. Finally, that made her more focused on when I walked her to go after dogs and different animals, cats, different, you know, just kind of got her in that mode. Not like I wanted her to do that. I'm just telling you what she started getting herself into. This isn't nothing I did like, oh yeah, let's go down here and look at some dogs. And you know, this was just a good area. And like we said, we're getting on this internet, we're seeing other people doing things with their dogs, and you want to do something with your dog. You know, you're looking at your dog in the backyard. By you watching this show, this might make you go walk your dog or something. You know what I'm saying? So these shows can be helpful in many different ways. Anyway, the bitch, you know, I get to the point I walk her, and then, you know, she come out and she do her, you know, she ain't really thinking about the grabbing the leash no more. So I would walk her. And one day there was some dogs at like a coffee shop, and I was walking across the street. Of course, I ain't gonna go, you know, right there. There was a bunch of people outside. It was a warm day. You know, they sitting outside eating, you know, it was a little coffee shop. They sell sandwiches in the morning. You know, people go there a lot. buy expensive ass coffee and, you know, a high price ass, nasty ass breakfast burger or something. You know what I'm saying? And there was about 4 dogs over there. And this bitch just started screaming, bro. Screaming. To the point I never heard her do this before. She was getting at him at the park, you know, she'll see 1 or 2. But when she saw those 4 all in a group just kicking it, you know, one big tall one, you know, skinny one short one, she went ballistic. And everybody looked, and I had to go that way. That's the thing. I couldn't just turn around. I would have just turned around, but I had to go that way. I was already committed, and I ended up having to pick the bitch up, and she's still just, you know, going at it. In my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, this bitch, you know, she ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she definitely got her mind made up, but just everybody, you know, it really, there was a lot of people that was like, wow, like, you know, they was like, what the fuck is that? You know, like they couldn't believe the way she was acting, bro, and just like getting like just scratching up the concrete, bro, trying to get after these dogs, you know. And I was a ways away. They were like on the sidewalk on the corner. I walked across the street, but I stayed about 5 feet in the street. You know, I'm going down this small little hill. And so I'm actually walking in the street now when I came up off the other sidewalk because I didn't want to go toward them. I seen how she was acting. And they seen that, man. She turned around. I couldn't barely get the dog around the corner, had to pick the dog up, man. You know, and I could imagine what they were saying. You know, but that was an embarrassing moment for me. You know, just having that dog right there. She was an embarrassing dog. Every time you would walk her after that, she would do the same thing. Didn't matter what it was. If she see a dog, anything, she's just gonna start screaming at the top of her lungs. You know, and you know, that's what it was, man. That's what it was. That's what it was, man. Salute everybody in the building. James Nelson, salute. What is going on? Hold up, we got a super chat. Prophet Swamper with the super chat. Appreciate you, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yes, sir. Hey, we the most hated. We the most hated. I was on well, somebody sent me the shit. I guess somebody made a Facebook post and there was like Buck City, there was like Buck City's podcast is the reason why the dog game is fucked up. You know? Damn, bro. Damn, bro. You know, then you got a bunch of little minions and shit, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker? Hey, man, I love the free promotion, man. I love the free promotion. You guys can keep that up, but just if you want to voice your opinion, I think it'll be a better interaction if you just call in. You know, we keep that link always there. If you're watching, maybe you're not, maybe you don't watch Buck City. We definitely welcome you to pop in on us and just maybe change the temperature. Anybody can change the temperature just by asking a question, calling in, interacting, talking about your experience. You know, I think we put in enough watch hours to where we're not really hurting for to do shows that are 100% dog talk. Okay. We're not hurting for that. Some other channels, they need to do that because they don't put out as much content as us, right? So if we want to argue for 30 minutes or two guys, that's more like a virtual battle. It's like, historically speaking, like if two dogs, you know, when Saul and Tony was in there, the last time, that was like a little battle. you know, he was scratching, he was doing, and let's not act like these little confrontations and different things weren't going on back then. As a matter of fact, I think dog thievery is down probably 80% right now, So we do got to give this new generation a little bit of credit, right? And then they talk about the YouTube world, but Facebook is even worse. Like this guy that made this post, we don't even know who he is. We don't even know his face or nothing. Difference between me is you know who I am, right? I can't hide anything. These other dudes, these other oppositions, they can hide everything because nobody knows who they are and they hide their hand, right? My thing, if you're going to make a bold statement like that, and the dude even posted the court shit. Dude posted the little court, Pierce County court. Like, we don't care about that, bro. We really don't. I couldn't care less. There's not a less of a way I could care about that, That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. This admiration. But I just want people to know that this isn't just a place where it's just 100% this and 100% that, because we put in our time and we talk about the breed in ways that other channels just don't have the capabilities to articulate, right? That's all I'm saying, dog. So now we got some fans over there. They like, oh, they arguing for 30 minutes straight, and you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Crazy work, man. And then I commented, and I thought that I would get some type of feedback. I didn't get no feedback, bro. It's kind of crazy. And then just the toxicity of the shit. Let me see. And this is a post that the guy put up there yesterday. I won't put the whole thing on there, but it's just like, bro, you guys are over here on Facebook doing the same thing we doing over here. You guys argue all day. You don't like each other. Facebook, they don't like their friends, man. They don't like their friends at all. I could tell that. Let me see if I can get this up here. Some of these clowns, I got to do this. I got to do this. You just got to. You see how we looking. See how we looking, man. Hold up, Lot Boy in the back. Let me see, man. What up, Lot Boy?
What's going on, family? What it is, man. Just checking in.
Oh yeah, you
Just
know me,
checking in,
man.
man. Top of the morning, goddamn, top of the morning.
You know me. Just up and at 'em early. Up and at 'em
Oh yeah,
early. You got to make some
all
type of
publicity.
impact. You know,
All publicity is good publicity, man. All publicity is good publicity. Fuck 'em. I'm gonna leave it at that, but
I
you keep
just
cooking.
I
But
just like to call out the hypocrisies. It's a hypocrisy going on. You dig? You can't you can't
yes, sir.
you can't the pot can't call the kettle black. That's my thing. You know, we get up on here, we do that. I like when people get that little argument in and get it out. People need to know what's going on in real time, and that and other communities need to see that, and we ain't really fucking around over here, man. And it's APBT, man. I'm just want to show this
No,
little
sir.
post of a guy that he's hating on the Buck City show, said he just heard people arguing for 30 minutes. But and it's
You must don't come over
classless.
here a lot.
It's classless. But I'm gonna show you this little post that he made about the one lady that was we used her dog for the first magazine. I'm not protecting her. I don't really care. But we used her dog, that Archie dog, for the first mag. And I guess this dude got a problem with her or something. He's trolling a female. A guy. I don't know if I trolled a female before. Have I? I don't know. Maybe, because I be popping off. Sometimes I be popping off. I probably made a whole video about a chick, like in the dog game, So it's basically he's calling her dog a cull. Does anybody think this cull looks like a subpar Amstaff? Right? That's what the dog game needs, right? He says that the little arguing part, that's cool. Hey, you got that background, brother. Yeah, we gotta work on that sound quality. Sound quality is huge when you're podcasting. That's really not, that's the same shit, bro. I'm convinced. I'm kind of convinced, bro. You did the same shit, bro. I think you just hate, bro. That's what I be. Because if you was like a outstanding guy, like if you were giving her a compliment because this dog looks great, I can't deny that the dog looks good. It doesn't look like an Amstaff at all. The dog looks good. I've seen pictures of the dog, multiple pictures, and I'm just not getting Amstaff vibes from the dog. That dog looks good, but a guy will get on Facebook and troll a woman. I don't know. I'm thinking like, bro, let's see your program, because if you had a program, you wouldn't be trolling this woman like this. That's all.
He'll be showing his dog. He'll be comparing his dog, saying, "This is how my dog looking. This is how her dog look," instead of just running his mouth.
In a
Right.
quarter
But
mile,
then
merge onto US 180 West, US 62 West.
Fellas, what's good, fellas?
Border Lane, what up? I was like,
Yo,
man, who
boss.
the
Borderland.
heck?
I've been saying,
Hey,
this nigga lost.
We talking about the wrong stuff.
I'm
You know,
working, man. I
hey,
gotta put
salute.
y'all on the route, man. What was I gonna say? I just popped in, was listening.
Continue
I just
on
want to
US
say,
180 West for 3 miles.
F them niggas talking that bullshit, man. We out here doing our thing, but don't worry about it.
Well, no, we got to point out the hypocrisies because dudes, they think we want this to be a transparent community. Like
Right.
if that's
Yeah,
if that's the fame that they want,
but
I'm just
we
giving you
can't let
the
them
Ain't
off the
nobody
good.
hook.
gonna call in and say it though.
You know what I'm saying? We can't let them off the hook. Don't let them off the hook. Call them out on that bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
You
call
know.
in. Call in.
Well, no,
Drop
they
a
won't. So that's why I'm setting the
That's what I'm
stage
saying.
up. I'm just setting the stage up just in case we got to go back to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
okay, you talking about that these guys arguing on the podcast is toxic to the dog community, all that. This is the reason why the dog community, probably only 200 people probably saw the video. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Ain't nobody even saw it, didn't even get no views. but that's the reason why that the dog community is messed up and it's classless and guys don't do anything positive for the breed and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's a little hating. Again, you troll a woman. This is a woman right here with a dog that to me looks great. That dog looks good. We were just putting dogs up here. We had a couple dogs up there yesterday. And that dog, we could have been looking at this dog, the extremities, different things about the dog. The dog gets a ton of ribbons. That dog wasn't just any old dog in the magazine, that Archie dog. And
Right.
the owner, she skated, she went her own way. When Eric Miller came around, she was like, and then they was on her ass, and I showed her grace. I said, keep your eyes on the road, keep doing the good work. But when Eric
And
Miller came through, she turned her back on the mag, which is fine. That's we love this
yeah,
type of stuff. But
that
but
was
you
free
see,
promotion.
but you
And
see
then,
me going back up to bat. I think this dog still looks great no matter who's
well,
the owner.
you talking about that Archie dog, right? I'm driving.
Yeah,
I
this is
can't.
Archie right here.
Hey, well, that Archie dog, they were calling it a bully and all that, but that dog's winning ribbons and hardware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, the dog's getting hardware. I think they competed in the top dog thing. So it's like, bro, like if you're gonna be on Facebook, I think Facebook is the easiest place for you to actually be doing nothing and then you're talking. Because at least YouTube, you can't just type it. You gotta at least say it or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. I don't see how people think it's any different if people are arguing on Facebook or on YouTube.
Well, that's
It's
how
not.
I treat them. Here's an example. In my inbox now on Facebook, I had a dude arguing with me about a breeding. And he was like, well, it's not. He was like, well, what did he say? He's like, something winners in 3 generations. I was like, not the story, bro. That's all I said to him. And he was like, well, help me understand. And I was like, man, if somebody wanted to put what they got going on, they'll put it going on the on pads online. But everybody don't do that, so I can't help you with that. And he was like, I think it's all trash or whatever. And I was like, you're right, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of my whole program and I'm gonna buy all your dogs. What's up? And then he disappeared.
Nah, straight
But
up.
I was like, I'll buy all your dogs. Tell me what you got for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I treat it. Whatever, bro. You right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You're so right. You know what I mean? But it's in a case where if you know, you know. When it come to these bulldogs, man, people don't understand that there's people that put time and years into these bulldogs, and don't everybody don't respect that or understand that, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't understand the next man work ethic, what he did for his yard and what the fuck he got going on. They get on Facebook capping and shit. Motherfuckers ain't have a dog since he was 7 years old, and just on motherfucking Facebook talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like then you put his whole car, he disappear. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
that's
got no
it.
dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't got no dogs. Why the fuck you worried about my dogs? So I say I buy your yard and then you disappear. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I told him. I'll buy your whole yard, man. What's up? You want What's up? What you got?
Keep that keep that same energy, as they say. Motherfucker,
Yeah,
keep the same
and
energy.
now I don't have no energy. I don't have none of that energy no more from 'em. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny to me how people are so worried about what other people are doing. If somebody posts a breed and I don't like, I don't take the time to go in that person's DM box to tell them I don't like the breed. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I
You just
don't
scroll and
care.
continue.
And if you
Yeah,
care
scroll and
that much
continue.
about what somebody else is doing, you need to reevaluate your life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
about to say that means you're not focused on what the hell you got going on. If you got that
Yeah,
much time invested into the next man, that what he got going on, to hate on him, you got that much time invested. You damn sure ain't put no time into your own craft, man. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. No,
Yeah,
but
no, it was a bunch of cheerleading. It was a bunch of cheerleading. I like to kill them with kindness. I think kindness is the best way to kill them. They probably think they're gonna get certain response from you, but they don't get that, man. You just kill them with kindness, man. But just know that they watching. I commented. They didn't respond. Maybe they will. They're gonna watch this. Another dude
good.
commented, but he erased his after I gave him a little small rebuttal. I told him just like you just said. I said, man, I said, we all need to take notes out of your book and be just like you. I said, you proved my point, but I'm sure somewhere you're out here doing something great with these animals. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the
Right.
good work. He said, some people on social media need to uh clean their dog or some shit. He said, we saw the pictures.
Well,
Hey, bro, good. I'm glad you did, brother.
yeah.
I'm glad you did, hammerhead.
What they say? Hey, what they say? Whoopity doo, whoopity doo to you, motherfucker. Whoopity doo.
That's great, man. I'm glad you watching, and I'm glad you one of the ones like I tell people all the time. Don't worry about the dudes that want to hold your shortcomings against you for decades and centuries at a time, bro.
Right.
That ain't gonna help you
Yeah,
out at
like
all. Don't worry
yeah,
about those
nah.
dudes.
It is a such thing as called as bouncing back. I'm allowed to bounce back and be better. I'm allowed to bounce back and better myself and be better. Damn what you
Yeah.
say. There's motherfuckers who been to
Yeah.
prison now who got $1 million successful business. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to prison. Like motherfucker, don't look at me grade me on my lowest. Grade me when I'm finished. And say, well, look at that motherfucker. He overcame that shit. He got even better. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Fucking
don't
haters.
grade me at all because I'm not in your class. That's the thing. You want to grade me? I'm not even in your class. I don't care what you think about my dogs. I don't care what you think about anything I do in life. I just don't understand how people really make it a point to be all in somebody else's business. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. Why would you take the time out of your day to hate on somebody that one you don't know and you don't? It doesn't matter what your thoughts are.
I think the answer, shout out to y'all brothers, man. This Kaz mom, man. I think the
What's up,
answer,
Kyle?
salute to all the swampers out there. You dig what I'm talking
Swamp
about?
life, baby.
Hey, I think your answer is in the question. You said they're taking the time.
Right.
Now, what we know, good men, good dog men don't have is a
It's
bunch
time.
of time.
Oh yeah,
Hmm? So,
for sure.
so, so let them talk while you work.
Right, right, right.
While they talking, you've been working. You see what I'm saying? They
100.
talking about your work. What? Oh, I don't like the way if I had that, I'd have did this, or if I would, if niggas who working don't even got time to worry about what another man talking about.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
me? You dig what I'm saying? So, man, y'all got to be careful, man, because a lot of people they be talking about you because they envious of you.
Right.
It's not that they really hate you, or even that they really know you.
Right.
They despise where you are at, how people look at you, what you
Right.
have. It's envy.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? It's not. It don't even be knowing you enough to hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't never even seen one of your dogs step in a picture, but he
Right.
hates you. No, I know what that is. That's that green-eyed monster.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm
Then
talking about? That's
you
one of
see,
them deadly sins too, ain't it? They
Yeah.
give you.
What? What? They look at your neighbor and despise what he has.
Come
Don't
on,
worry
man.
about that. Your season will come. You know,
Come
you
on.
focus on
one of
your
the
craft and you on your field. Your season will come. You will be fruitful your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
one of the
So
key
all of them
things that
out
was
there
said.
listening, stay true to your program, man, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks, because it don't matter. It's
And
like,
I would say this. I ain't even gonna say stay true to your program because your program could be wrong.
right, but you'll find
But
that out. You
I'm
know what
saying
I'm saying?
stay true to the game and stay true to yourself. You dig what
Right.
I'm talking about? Because what if, for instance, you was gonna stud to this one dog, you just knew this was it. You see him out on the hog and he wah wah wah.
Yeah.
You know it's something. He get rolled up like a Peter. You dig what I'm talking about? You're not gonna breathe to that. So you may have to on the fly switch it up. You dig what I'm
Right,
talking
but
about?
that's still true to your program because you figured that out, and your program you want to keep advancing. And even if it's your decision to continue with that after you've seen it get rolled up, it's your
Yeah,
program, and you shouldn't worry about what nobody else thinks.
yeah,
That
no, no,
when
no.
I
But
do a breeding, I do it for me, man.
right,
And
that's why I say it's not about the program
right,
because it's
right,
about you.
right,
Stay
right.
true
Yep.
to you. Be 100 to you. You dig what I'm talking about? And I think for the most part, like what the brother's saying, you'll get a better result just being 100 with yourself.
With
That's
yourself,
right.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
But they say is in the eye of the beholder. But if you focus on your shit, you ain't got time to be criticizing or critiquing somebody else shit if you try to get your shit together. That's basically what I'm saying, motherfucker.
Right.
You don't got time to be hating on the motherfucker if you grinding and you get your 10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? You put in your exercise, you working your dog, you minding your damn business. You don't got time for that bullshit, man.
I'm just doing my
Relax.
job, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
They watching. I know they watching because the boys said they argued for 30 minutes. That means you had to watch the shit for 30 minutes.
Hell
That,
yeah,
that mean
good
you watching
job.
the show
Thank
They
for
you.
30
watching.
minutes?
Who's
And
arguing?
Thank you.
you said they just arguing for 30 minutes. Okay, well, you watched it, buddy. Thanks. You know,
You know what I'm
but,
saying?
but I
Thank you.
think those little arguments they just simulate because it ain't no blood sport in the United States. It ain't
Right.
none of this blood sport shit. So to hear two guys just kind of go at it for the entertainment of it, it's a wake and bake show for one.
Yeah.
What you need to be asking yourself is why are you even watching a wake and bake show, right? This is a wake and bake show, bruh. This isn't the suit and tie politically correct show. It's not. And I think people need to
Bro,
stop trying to and then they don't even have a channel to show us how to do it, but they want to tell you how to do it. Like,
Right.
brother,
how it's
unless
supposed to be
you've done
done.
it, how can we tell? My channel got over 1 million views, man. 2 million, you know.
Man, this will bring your weed and cigar channel and
So
kick back and enjoy
how
your
can
high.
you even try to tell somebody how to build something that you've never built? Maybe we can
Right.
start with that. And when we're
Right.
talking about dogs too, how
Well,
can somebody
that's
teach you
that comes
how to
to the
build a yard
reflection.
if
Look at
they've never
yourself
built
in the
one?
mirror. What Mike Jackson told a long time ago. About the man in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Stop here. Forget
Right, like
about everybody else.
that's
You need
like,
to worry
you know
about
what I'm
the man in the
saying?
mirror. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
a crazy
everything else will
concept.
fall into
That's
place.
that's a crazy concept. You could tell me about my yard and you don't even have a yard. Like how is
Right.
that possible? How is that
Right.
possible for you even to speak on me in my yard and you don't even have a yard to even start with?
In a
You
word,
just talking.
we call it cap.
Yeah,
Then you troll a lady, a woman with one
that's
dog.
crazy.
This
Wait a
woman
minute,
got
what is
one
y'all talking
dog.
about? I must have missed something.
And her dog kicking ass at that. You know, you
Yeah,
control and just talk about her dog and all that, but goddamn it, she racking up rivers like she putting in the work for the breed. What you ain't
I
show
think
damn dog yet,
they wrote
motherfucker.
a whole article on that Archie dog in the Gazette. You know what I'm saying? It's
They
crazy.
got a Gazette article too.
Yeah,
See, so that Archie dogs in the Gazette, the Archie dogs in the APBT magazine, and this guy is probably nobody and hating on the sideline. You know, this
yeah,
wake and
Exactly.
bake channel, like we're making movements, man. We pulling up, you know.
You
yeah.
know, straight up. Like you obviously haven't been here. You say you argue for 30 minutes, but you ain't on the shows when Buck giving tips about breeding, about this bloodline, about the confirmation that we just had, the confirmation show. We talk about the confirmation of dogs. Good intellectual talk. And you know, all you talk about is the bullshit. You know, this is the wake and bake. We from the swamp. Ain't no telling what gonna happen over here
You know what I'm
on this
saying?
motherfucker. Get back and relax and enjoy the show.
Like I said, why are you watching a wake and bake show? It ain't for you. I said that a long time ago, man. Even in my old videos when I first came out, when I wasn't even doing lives at all, I said this shit ain't for some of you motherfuckers. Don't try to change the way I do my thing. Do your thing
Right.
and change that. I think that's the best way we can do things nowadays. It's like, do your thing.
Sit.
And just
I
like
mean,
Buck
I
say,
don't know.
you know what I'm
We just
saying? Just like Buck say, this ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have my crowd. Like my crowd, the motherfuckers they gonna come here. I know that they gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Right.
won't. I maybe want more people to come, but I really don't give a damn. We waking and baking. I got my crowd. I'm not doing it for like I'm not doing it for the views. Like this is just what we do, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear motherfucker over here. You gonna hear all kind of shit over here. Just wake and bake. You ain't got no blunt roller. You ain't in your yard. You ain't just leave your yard. Maybe this just not for you. Maybe this just not
And
for
make
you.
sure you get your dog's dew claws. You dig what I'm talking about?
uh anybody got any embarrassing moments with their dogs that you guys want to share on the panel?
Hey, this is what I'm finna say, man. I'm finna say, hell yeah. As soon as you said something about a bitch, shit, the goddamn bitch that's pregnant right now. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker break free, have motherfucker looking for her ass all over the neighborhood and shit. Like this motherfucker, like she crazy like that. Then when she, you know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker, like she embarrassing sometimes. She'll come when you call her sometimes, but sometimes she be on whatever she see, whatever she want. Motherfucker break out and shit a couple times. Neighbors looking crazy and shit. Like this motherfucker can't handle her and all this shit. I did that bitch. She just like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit embarrassing to me. I got Turbo. Motherfucker said, "Oh, this the best dog I ever seen." I took this motherfucker to Georgia around 100 people. Not a peep, not nothing. Mellow, relaxed, good with everybody, no nothing. Like then hearing ball, oh, this the best dog ever. And you know what I'm saying? If I bought her there, it'd have been hell on wheels. You know what I'm saying? They just different, you know. But yeah, her ass embarrassing sometimes, man.
Yeah. No,
So we a good example of what's wrong with the dog game, y'all. That's what the topic is. Besides any embarrassing moments that you got with your dog,
yeah. What's the other topic? I didn't hear you.
any embarrassing moments that you had with your dogs.
Right. But what'd you say first? I would not speak to no.
We're the example. Bug City Live is the example of what's wrong with the dog game, with the
Oh
dog
yeah.
world.
That's insane.
See, they just
I
say
could give you
stupid stuff. You dig what I'm talking about without no reference, without no, proof. You dig what I'm talking about?
the
What's
person
wrong?
that said that is
Yeah,
what's wrong with the dog game.
well, That's the whole point. You dig what I'm saying? The thing is, motherfuckers is making statements about stuff they don't know anything about.
Right.
How could rickets awareness be a bad thing for the dogs?
Right.
I'm just saying. Period. How could properly learning how to read a pedigree be a negative in the dogs?
Right.
Learning about the blood, learning about how to do putback deals, learning about spotting a tie kicker. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like it ain't all bullshit over here. Like we learning shit over here. Learn about breeding. You know what I'm saying? How to get your puppies through the first week or whatever. Like we learning shit over here. Schoolboy popping this motherfucker. Grandma popping this motherfucker. This ain't no damn always no shits and giggles over here, man. You
A
know what I'm
lot of
saying?
y'all,
Go back and listen to some of them old shows. You might know something that you never heard before, man.
right.
It's the
I'm gonna
clout,
be
bro.
real. A lot of y'all has never even birthed a puppy.
It's the
Y'all
clout.
never even gave your mother. You have never gave your female dog help. You don't know what to do. You dig what I'm talking about? A lot of y'all, you dig what I'm talking about, have just been buying dogs. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You dig what I'm talking about? But don't act like you now super duper breeder L perfecto some damn body. You dig what I'm
Listen,
talking about?
forget birthing.
Because
You'll
you
be
got a dog.
surprised how many people can't breed two dogs together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you think that that it would be like second nature. Yeah. Hey, go breed these two dogs for me. I'm at work. Just take this one. Don't let them fight. You know what I'm saying?
And what if you
And
do got a little short male and you need to put some legs on him? You got one of these big ass goddamn
right. And
alligator dogs or
it's
something with all
insane
these
that
legs up under them. Do you know what you got to do to
yeah,
make that breeding happen?
that's what I'm saying. And people
And
don't
so
understand
these
that
boys ain't understanding, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Instead of hating, man, participate and congratulate, and you'll get some game about this thing. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Hey, you got to kill them with kindness, man. One thing that's in common, and I tell you guys this for all the time, everything that you, especially on these YouTube forums and shit like that, it's going to be a common thing that you're going to fall into, and that's going to be people looking for clout, bro. That's going to be the common denominator with everything. It's going to be puppy sales and clout when you're doing this. If anybody's ever hating on you or anything, it's about puppy sales. And if anybody's trying to take shots at you right here, it's going to be clout. And the thing is, a lot of these dudes, they want channels and shit. They want channels. They want to be, even the last guy we had to scrape up off the ground. These dudes, they really want platforms. And then they look at shit like, damn, motherfucker I heard one dude say his dream was to have a panel. I ain't gonna mention their name, but one dude was like, that was my dream, to have a panel. This is like shit that we do all the time. Like if I go out, I walk around, like it don't matter. I'm gonna have a entourage, a crew. We're gonna be kicking it, building, doing some fly shit. It don't matter. We don't try to do this.
Yeah.
This isn't something that we had to try to do. So we got a bunch of dudes, they trying to build up their confidence, and then they take little shots so that they can hopefully get this promo right here, and maybe that'll help them take off, but don't watch wake and bake shows, bro. That's what your doctor will tell you. That if you had somebody, you wonder why your day is bad, or what kind of stuff are you watching? I watched this wake and bake show. Like, don't watch wake and bakes.
It's gonna have your blood pressure high.
Yeah, man. Don't watch wake and bakes, bro. Go watch one of the master classes. Go watch some pedigree breakdowns. Go check out some other stuff. But I don't know, man. But and even that was on the other channel anyway. When that whole little with Big Saw and old boy, that wasn't even on this channel right here. But I see how it's still kind of
I must have missed
everything's tied into each other. But hey, man, look, this is a wake and bake, man. You know this.
Waking and baking, man.
You know this, man.
Gelato 41s today, man. Me and the old family smoking on Gelato 41s this morning. Them Dirk Dookies, nigga. Them Dirk Nowitzki's. Smoking on that Dirk Dookie this morning, nigga.
He said, I'll leave this with you. He said, I'll leave you with this. Lions are not concerned with the opinions of sheep. We do what we want and make you dudes look really small when we meet face to face. And then just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. When you see us, you better be looking as big as you're typing. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that's some real shit right there, man. That's some real shit right there.
Be as real as you typing,
niggas
bro.
Be trying to shake hands in real life. They ain't cut out.
Or stay hidden. Stay hidden behind a Facebook. Because I'm not hiding from nobody.
When you see Cosmon, you better be nice in a motherfucker. Better shake my hand with a little grip on that motherfucker. Like, you okay? You okay?
I'm still waiting on my response. It's still over there. Somebody responded, but then they erased it.
They erased it.
He erased it. Just like
Curves doing Cur things, man.
But I've been waiting on the response. It's a lot of dudes over there. You got to watch out because these dudes, they talk behind your back and then they be the main ones trying to get a deal. They trying to hit your inbox. Hey, man, what Kraken got? And, all of this. What's up with that? What's up with Osiris? And what's up with this? Okay. So I remember all this shit, though. All these clowns and shit. Now you want to, so the blood, you like the blood, huh?
Crazy part,
man, bitch.
Dig this. Crazy part is, Buck, if we didn't mention it, they wouldn't even know it exists. They ain't cut like that. These dudes, for the most part, not dog men like that. They wouldn't even know about half of these dogs if we didn't mention them. So now they see what's going on in the game for real, and they trying to get a piece. Because they know what's about to happen when you already know. We going to be at them ADVA shows racking up straight championships, baby.
Right.
Back to back to back to back. You're going to have to compete. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. On their motherfucking head, top of the morning.
What? Tell them we don't like whole shit around here.
Mike Dan, what up?
Tell them, Papa. Tell them.
So we hey, and I could take constructive criticism too. First, I punch you, and then I take the criticism. Okay, so this is what's wrong with because you got to read the words. It's like Buck City line, is a good example of what's wrong with the community. Okay, so what can I do to fix this, right? You got to think about it. Even if you don't come to a conclusion, you still got to weigh it out.
What do you do?
Just to be fair. Like, wait, was that, nah, fuck no. We ain't on that. But this Frosted Flakes, yeah, buddy. OG Kush, Rainbow Sherbet, Gelato 33.
I'm smoking on some of the finest rumps on the land right now. Some of the finest rumps in the land.
But yeah, man. like I said, other than that, man, it's been a beautiful week. It's been a beautiful week. It's Friday already. Plenty of activities going on. Plenty of good things to do with them dogs. Hey, check those chain spots. You know, I don't like to go too long without saying that. Check those damn chain spots. Go buy that little $6 little clamp that you've been thinking it's gonna last and stuff. Man, look. You don't wanna be looking stupid, bro. Trust me.
You will be looking stupid.
Oh, psychopath, you know.
Psychopath look damn
We
good,
love
man. Damn.
psychopaths. We love psycho. We're trying to get old haystack. We're trying to get old haystack some love.
Hey,
Old
hey,
haystack.
hey, Buck.
Anybody on that East Coast, they need to get in that. Tap
Hey,
in.
Buck.
Yo,
How that Griselda Blanco looking?
Griselda Blanco. Who's that?
That from that Cortina stuff. That stuff you bring up.
Griselda Blanco. Yeah, see.
Hey, see?
That's that shit that's in the vault. That shit's in the vault, boy.
Woo. Woo.
That's that smoke.
I took a little peep. I was peeping.
Yeah, now if you hit a couple corners, I try to keep it bland. You know, when I'm cooking, I keep it bland. But if you hit a couple corners, you're gonna see some sauce. You're gonna see some sauce, man. Some sauce packs. Salute everybody, man. Salute everybody in the building.
Shake back, fellas.
They hating on the channel. We the worst thing that ever happened to the dog game. You know, all we do is try to arm you with the ability to fight these evil dog thieves. We give you that. They ain't gonna like that because we're making sure that you're smart from the gate. Soon as you see them, you're smarter already. I know. Some of you ain't never gonna go through that because you know what to do. You ain't never gonna get your dogs taken. Okay. Hey, you right, musician. You're absolutely right. They focus on selling them pups. You got to make good dogs first. You got to know that you're making good dogs because you can end your career breeding as soon as you start. You give out a couple bad litters, you know, oh, I was just trying this. I was just doing this. And, you know, nah, that counts. Those breedings count. You put that stuff out there, people see those dogs, they don't like them. I don't care what they're doing with them. You get too many shy ones. Oh, that's a shy one. They only need to see about 3 or 4 of them, man. I'm telling you. Your dog is throwing these shy dogs. Some dogs got that trait to where they just throw shy dogs, bro. That comes around. It's like a virus, you know? It sprinkles around in your DNA. You know, everything's not going to be as easy as you think when we're breeding dogs. If it was that easy, there wouldn't be a demand for anything. Understand what I just said. If it's that easy to create good dogs, just a cookie cutter thing. Oh, I'm gonna go get this. Let me get this. Let me breed these two together. They act good. You know, at 8 weeks, he bit his ear. You know, like, come on, bro. There's more to it. There's more to it, man. I'm telling you. There's a lot more to it. Order that mag. I got a few I got to get out here. There's a couple orders done got stuck or whatever the hell. Get some replacements out there. Get them out there. Appreciate everybody that copped. Appreciate everybody that copped, man. Trust me. Eclectic, what up, brother? But it's real trendy now. Everything you got to understand how the internet it messed it up for a lot of people, but it made it better for a lot of people. So with that being said, you got to take the good with the bad. I wouldn't have it no other way. I think the internet gets people to learn a whole lot more. Shit. I fucking fixed my furnace when I came home. I called Thompson. You know, he does that type of stuff. I looked at some YouTubes. I researched what part to go get, went and got it, put that joker in, boom, fired him up. Everything was good. You know, I haven't had that problem. We going on 2 years. I haven't had no more issues, no problems. Going on 2 years, probably in the next, 3 or 4 months. I fixed some stuff on one of my joints I got laying around. Changed some let me see, valve cover gaskets. Changed some valve cover gaskets on a whip. I did the front ones and I looked at the back. I was like, wait a minute, it's gonna be real hard to get back there. So I went and hired one of my guys to finish the ones in the back. It's working like brand new. These are all things that I would have never been able to do without the internet and without YouTube, bro. You know. So we have to apply that same ideology when it comes to breeding dogs. You know, everybody's gonna think they could breed a dog. Everybody wants to have their own bloodline, you know. That's what it is. That's why the competition's even stiffer, because a lot of these guys, they're gonna fall off. They are gonna fall off. I'm telling you. They're not gonna be able to get their dogs in demand. It's one thing to have dogs, but then it's another thing to have dogs that are in demand. You're gonna get stuck with 3 or 4 litters, and they're gonna eat you out of house and home. I'm telling you now. Learn to perfect your craft. Get quality pieces. Don't settle for just anything. Take that extra trip. Take that extra mile. That's what you're going to have to do to get those dogs. You asked me, how did you do that? How did that come about? Going out of your way. Not putting limitations on what you would do to have great coffee. Salute, man. He said that Carrie Bayless pack. Hey, man, them Carrie Bayless, there's still some dogs off of Carrie. There's still some dogs off Carrie, man. Man. Yeah, nah, I'd rather shop with people you know, dog. Yeah. Yeah, man. You serious business, you can go put your hands on them for sure. Dudes probably don't got that open door policy like that, but you know, if you serious, you know, you can dig in and put your hands on some shit. It just be a lot of bullshitters out here though. You got to know if somebody's selling dogs, they got dogs that they got available. You better believe that they're getting a whole lot of bullshit coming your way. It comes with it. You can't get mad. We talk about the tire kickers and everything, but you know, you really can't get mad. Can't get mad. He said it's not easy getting a bulldog. I'd rather deal with people that have a history of putting bulldogs on the ground. Yeah, you might get lucky with a novice, but less likely. I think that's huge. What have you produced? You know, and we talk about the hands. Let's back up. Let's back up a little bit. You know, I wish I had my disclaimer where I could just say, you know, everything we talk about is from the 60s and 70s. So I'm going into a time capsule before I was born, you know, and we go back. There may be a novice that get a hold of a whole bunch of dogs. Let's say there was a guy. He went and bought 30 fucking dogs. Okay. He only matched one of them. He fuck off all the other ones. The one that he matched, he lost. He was a good dog, but he lost. Right? That person got the nerve to talk about somebody's bloodline. A person like that can't talk shit about nobody's bloodline. How many dogs have you took to the finish line? That matters more than anything. Right? Because you just can't be expecting this motherfucker that you've never done it before. You've never done it before successfully. And then you expect this guy to get to the promised land. You're asking for a lot. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you're asking for a lot. Versus a guy that out of those 30 dogs, he probably won with 7 of them. Half of them probably wasn't match quality, but he went through them and he knew what he was doing. He gave them the best chance that they could get versus the other guy that just basically fucked them off. Right? That's why, historically speaking, it was good for people to keep their dogs, right? We talk about keep your dog, keep the whole litter, all of this shit. Do you know why people did that? Because they wanted their percentages to be higher. They didn't want large percentages to get out to the guy that had 30 dogs and only matched one fucking dog. Okay? So I'm going to keep these motherfuckers and build my brand. I'm going to win with these motherfuckers. I know what it is. I ain't got time to be worried about with this guy, and this guy. because the only thing that's gonna matter is that I'm winning. And in those days, you know, they were putting it in the journal so people will be able to see it. They're like, oh man, such and such. Oh, he won again. Oh man, 2 issues later. Oh man, he won again. You know, historically, right? So you're gonna want to get a bulldog from somebody that has that track record. Back, you know, we talking back in the day. Nowadays, it don't matter. You just go buy the shit. Good luck. You know, good fucking luck, right? I can't speak on any of that. But back in the day, you're gonna want to get your dog from a guy that has a track record. And I have a list of dogs that he's produced. Like, okay, I'm gonna buy a dog from you. What have you produced? Oh, I haven't won. None of my dogs won anything, but Jeep's in the 5th or Jeep. You know, he's right off a Jeep because it's back in the day. He's right off a Jeep. Jeep produced plenty of trash ass dogs that got the chance to breed like it was Jeep. Motherfuckers had Jeep dogs and bred them motherfuckers like it was Jeep. Tab, for instance. There's been a lot of those dogs that, like, man, you off a Jeep. I'm breeding the balls off you. And some of them didn't produce shit. Even in good hands, they didn't produce shit. So, hey, man, look, I like it, man. Look, hit that like button. I like it. I like these discussions. I like those discussions, man. They didn't want their percentages to be down. You know, they didn't want the dog to do 10 breedings and then you see all these fucking pages and pages of offspring and nobody doing shit but fucking just letting the dogs breeding them at 9 months old. You know, these guys just start a whole coalition off of a bloodline like that. Where my light, man? Where's my light? So I like to flash back. I'm gonna get a little disclaimer so we could, you know, at least flash back to let it be known. Like, we're not condoning like if you're doing dog fighting shit, you're probably gonna be locked up soon. I'm telling you that. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be my best friend. If you're dog fighting right now, 2025, with all these snitches running around, and niggas support these snitches. There was dudes on this post talking about, oh, I fuck with PBK, but I ain't fucking with Buck. The one lady was talking shit. She said she fuck with Samurai. She said, I fuck with Samurai. Samurai liked it. He said, fuck that. I'm liking this shit. Hey, man, you got to take every opportunity, dog. It was funny. You know, I could just, oh, man, just go in on her. Because she, you know, whatever her opinion was, shit, this shit don't matter where the fuck I'm at. Woo. Hey, that hibachi, man, look. You know, oh, man, what up? We getting it, though. So, you know, they're going to try to kick you, man. They just, all you got to do is just, when they kick you, grab their fucking leg, twist that fucking ankle until they fall dead on their face. That's what you got to do. You know, you got to do it like Daniel's son. You know, clout's the new drug. Fucking up the dog community. Shit. Never that. You'll see. Put in that work though. Hit me up on that email. I'm very accessible. I see it in the comments sometimes. People, how do I get a hold of you? How do I, I try to keep my info there, even the magazine, to order the magazine. That's my main line. I mean, it just says APBT Magazine Volume 2, but that's my line. It's my business line. Call it for business. Don't call for non-business, please. Save me and you some time. Don't call if it's non-business. Not this line. Hit me up on IG and that type of shit. If it's not business, because I like the fact that my phone only rings when it's business, right? Somebody wants to put something in the magazine. Somebody wants to get a page. Somebody wants to do some type of promotion. Somebody wants to get a hold of Cracking Kennels and get some of that super sauce. That's what I want to keep that for. Not for people to call and troll and breathe. And, we're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that, man. What's going on, Kaz?
Oh, no, man. I just bounced out. They bounced me out for a second. So, checked on the garden real quick, man. We got gophers so bad out here, man.
Oh,
gophers, groundhogs.
They coming up through the ground, huh?
Yeah, man. Hopping in the pots, everything, man.
They be leaving them little hills, huh?
And they'll leave like a little indent. Like they dig in there and get something.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they be I be seeing them. When I had cats, the cats used to get them.
Yeah.
The cat will just be seeing them come up and sit there and wait. I ain't never seen them catch one, but I seen a few dead ones.
Yeah, man. Crazy. So I already see I'm gonna have that groundhog issue here. So, I'll get me another. I'll take care of it. I done got two of the fat ones out the way though. Two of the bigger ones already been dispatched. But I believe it to be a whole bunch of more out there.
You said what? I missed that. What'd you say?
I said I got the two fattest ones, the two biggest ones that be around because they be everywhere, bro. They be up under your garage. They'll dig up under it. You dig what I'm talking about, and be all up under there and all that. So they be everywhere around here. And they get a little big. They get a little big. But I got the two biggest ones out the way already. But I know it's a whole bunch of little ones left.
Yeah, Vernon Starr. Hey, everybody's entitled to their views. You knew him before the podcast. You're not with the Wolfpack mentality. I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody is on the YouTube talking about people are buying champions and they got champions and all this shit on their yard, putting champions and talking about people's shit that's on their yard, and then now all of a sudden they're in a federal indictment and 20 of the charges is breeding a dog for the purpose of fighting animals, then do you think that's all right? Just yes or no? Just a yes or no thing. And I know you knew him before the podcast. He never did anything to you personally, but even years ago, more than 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, in 6 months ago, before that indictment came in, all this guy, he's even said that I got champions and bot champions and all this shit. So explain it, bro.
Yeah.
Is it okay or not? He said no. All right, at least Vernon's at least a real human with a little bit of humility, bro. I mean, I understand that might be your boy, but to me, that's not okay for people to say that on these platforms. If somebody has a champion, whatever it is, that's their business. That's nothing that somebody, a grown ass man that got grown kids, should be on here talking about. You bought this champion, grand champion, hog, all of this, all of this, all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, brother. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this, and I won't. Just out of that, but we on the same page. We all agree that that's wrong, bro. You know it is.
Yeah, but I mean, even though it's wrong, they still willing to deal with a rat because they think, well, he ain't snitch on me yet. So you dig what I'm talking about? They rationalize it any way they can. You dig what I'm talking about? This ain't nothing personal, Mr. Vernon, but if the shoe fit, also wear that motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying they rationalize it for whatever reason they want to rationalize it for. So, it is what it is. But at least he said he didn't agree with that. And I can salute you on that. It's native. No, I never heard of it. Where it's from, Eclectic? Shoot a link for it, man. Let me check it out. Yeah, man. Tell me how you like it. Your dogs fuck with it. What's the word, Jelly Bird? What y'all got going on, man? What up, Buck City?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Yes, sir. Hey, man, look. We all got to do the right thing, man. Everything that feels good and people think is good, it ain't good all the time, man. It's a moral compass. There's ways to win. There's ways to outdo people. And cheating and getting people lined up with the law in any way, shape, or form is not. That's not, we can't do that. You can't do that, man. You can't do it. Even if you don't like that person beat your ass, you still can't wish that the law takes him down.
Man, you can even wish it, but don't help participate. You did what I'm talking about. You could hate, you could not like the nigga, but don't help in any way getting a man locked up. You a hoe ass nigga in my book.
Right. That's not. You got the choice to handle your shit yourself, but you'll play the coward role and try to get him locked up. rather than you be a man and do it yourself. That's how I look at it, you know. But motherfuckers doing that much wrong and you don't like it, he wronged you that much. You don't need to get the cops on him. You need to
do something.
Step up your game, I think. But you know, everybody's different.
Yeah.
I get it. There've been a lot of people that say, hey, he didn't do nothing to me. This person didn't do nothing to me. That's fine.
They cry. Their new trick is I'm a civilian.
Well, see, this is something that I learned, and who knows, people live, whatever. But what got me out of my 20s and 30s, it was well, actually, when I was in my 30s, what got me out of the streets, it was because I was hanging around guys that were doing a lot of things to other people, and they would do things, but they from my crew or they cool with me, they never did nothing to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's wrong. That's wrong. If you're around somebody that does shit that's bad, then that motherfucker just gonna bite you one day. He's really a snake.
And then
He's really
people
a snake.
looking at you like, if he a snake, well, we know birds of a feather flock together. So if this guy is a snake and you hanging with him, well, that make you a snake too.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. Because that never mattered. Because I never gave a fuck about what people thought. So to me, that didn't resonate. But the part that did was that he's a snake. You just saw him bite somebody.
You think he won't bite you?
You think he won't bite you?
Mm-hmm.
He'll bite you too. A real snake waits on his opportunity.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna just bite you right away. He might wait a year. He might wait 10 years. A real snake ain't gonna just bite you right away. Right?
No, he want to get you where he can get you.
Yep.
And then you can't get mad at him because he done told you he was a snake the whole time.
And notice when a snake, they always try to get your neck or your head.
Mm.
They'll literally go past your back, circle around maybe to the front, and once they see that neck or that head, that's when they try to get you. Boom. You know, so he won't bite you all the time, but he's gonna get you.
Yeah.
And if you're hanging around that guy thinking that he just your homie and that this your guy, this your sandbox and all, man, that don't mean nothing. That stuff don't mean nothing.
Especially
how you treat others means everything.
Yep.
I don't care what you did to me. How you treat others is going to tell me everything I need to know about you. Some people don't look at that. Some people play with their life. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Salute to the man.
Ones closest to you.
So that was my thing. I was like, you know what, these guys, and they, you know, people love them. A lot of them are dead right today. A lot of them. It's like, damn. Mm-hmm. Like that one with Nipsey. Like how you make it, how you die at 30 something after banging all them years. You know, that bar right there. Oh man. That one hit hard, cuz. He said, how you died at 30 something after banging all them years.
Now, and the crazy part is, I get that, me personally, because you know, after tearing the streets up for so many years, you know, I get into my 40s, a young cat try to rob my house. You dig what I'm talking about? So, you know, it didn't turn out well for that young man. But in my 40s, I end up getting shot.
Oh man.
After everything is over with, everything's done. You dig what I'm talking about? But you know, it is what it is. You did what I'm
Right.
talking about. All them years I was out there, something, you know, I'm here. You know what I mean? So it was karma. You dig what I'm saying? It was karma, and it played out the way it was supposed to play out. Right?
You know.
Played out just exactly how it was supposed to play out. We ain't even got to go no further into that. But just know I'll put you on the front page.
Yeah. Nah, man. I seen a lot of dudes, man. They, you know, it was cool, you know, but I seen the snake shit that they did, and they leave and come back to the community. I noticed how the community, you know, they accept any damn body, man. You know what I'm saying? You really got to understand that, man.
If you got the bag, it is what it is.
They accept anybody, bro. So that's when I said, you know what? This ain't for me. This ain't for me. As tough as I may be, as hard-headed as I may be, you know, I wasn't that hard-headed. I wasn't gonna go down, you know, just for some okey doke and not be able to. And it was a good decision, not be able to see my kids graduate and all that, you know, all this beautiful stuff that's happening now to me, you know. You never want to miss that journey or cut yourself short. You know, always put safety first, because man, that street life ain't shit compared to.
No, that shit ain't shit, bro. And look, you see what GMB Rocco say? He say all my dead homies got killed by a friend. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's the ones closest to you, right? Why? Because them the only people that can get close to you.
Well, for my 40th, all I wanted was a sweatshirt with 40 of my dead homies on it. You know, so you know, I mean that'll give you an idea. You know, like it's a lot. It's a lot, and you get numb to it. You just you're just a warrior. You know, like fuck it. You know, it is what it is. You know, motherfucker. It's just like losing a dog. I mean, yeah, it's bad, but you know, motherfucker, if you've been in these dogs fucking 30 years.
Yeah, after about that 5th, 6th, 10th one.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I mean, you do everything you can because of your experience, but you know, this dog, if it's his time to go, it's his time to go, bro. You know, so man, just think about that, man. I just like to put a little jewel. I'm not gonna be patrolling, and you know who's okay. The bar goes off for the people that you know just want to, because I know how this is, man. We want some dog talk, and there ain't always shows on. So it'd be a day. It might be a drought, and then boom, you got a couple shows, and you know people want to watch the shows, man. It's the same people in the chat, some of your homies, you know, I get it, man. But just remember in your own life that the way people treat other people, that's all you need to know, bro. That's all you need to know, bro. He cheated him for $5. Good. Don't fuck with him. You know, he just bought himself for $5. A $1,000 headache, you know. And you just watch these things, man. The integrity, people lying, you know, they're just gonna lie to somebody else. Oh, but they don't lie to me. Nah, man, you a lying motherfucker. Period. You know, I can't do it, man. So nah, people's free to do what they do, man. Everybody's a man. This ain't no wolf pack type of thing. I don't even want to even
I'm not nobody leader.
Like this is wolf pack. You know, we fuck around and hit a dog show, motherfuckers get packed out, and then they it's from YouTube and they're the swamp and all. Nah, man. we ain't none of that, bro.
They're gang.
You know, I'm just a soccer dad. I'm just a soccer dad, bro. I'm not none of that. I just know the morals and values that I have. And this is my channel. So from time to time I share those point of views. That's it, man. I never knew that I would do numbers like this. You know? I never knew. I never knew I would do numbers like this, man. You know, don't try to ridicule me for winning. You know, just like LeBron. I know they was mad at him when he go to like 8 championships in a row.
Yeah.
You know, I know they was mad at him.
Hey man, we building the channel back up. Tales from the Swamp, man. Y'all boys go over there, sub, like, share, man. We gonna be doing some real dogging over there, scratching heavy. You did what I'm talking about.
You guys pump faked this the other night.
What happened?
I was like, damn. Remember, I shut the shit down to get over there.
I was trying to tell you, nigga, it was only like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. I was just like, damn. I was like, damn, I thought it was gonna be some dog talk for real. So we looking out, man. Just let you know that the community's anticipating it. You know, we want to check it out, man. We want some new content, you know, and that's what's up.
Check the new way. I'm gonna get out there. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm really cracking off this LLC. I'm coming up with the name, and you know, y'all get with a real dog man, and I'm gonna be delivering these dogs to your door, man. I'll come back with the whole plan, the way to how to do it, and everything. You know, the rollout hopefully should be flawless. Initially, I'm just gonna be serving the Great Lakes region. That's Minnesota, or is that Wisconsin? That's right there. That's Green Bay, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. And I might touch a little Kentucky. I might.
And a little Texas and a little Georgia.
That petty right now. Well, I mean,
he gonna be everywhere, y'all. You know.
I'm not gonna be everywhere in the get go, but give me 6 months. I'll be out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean, tapping in real heavy. You dig what I'm saying? You know, y'all just keep y'all brother in the prayers, man. I mean, everything gonna work out. Yeah, baby, everything gonna work out. I think it's gonna be a good business. You know what I mean? Good business, good dog, man. Doing good business, legal business. It's gonna be dope. Gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. When they touch down, that's the best part for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that they ain't but when they ain't dehydrated, when they ain't sick, when they ain't coming back with kennel cough, when they ain't on the road, the boogers in their eyes, they legs all dehydrated and rolled up under them and shit. They ain't all bruised up, covered in feces. You dig what I'm talking about? That's when you getting a real quality dog delivery. You dig what I'm saying?
Me, I'm looking at my customer, my valuable customer that I want to come back to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be looking at his temperature and seeing if he's happy with, you know, that his dog is what it's supposed to be, you know.
Right. We got there, wasn't no problems.
That's huge. That's huge right there.
Yeah.
As a seller, because it's a process. You know, you got to breed the dog, you got to raise the dog up, you know, it's got to be born, of course, and then somebody acquires about it either before or after the litter, and then, you know, that transporter could take a day, or I mean, it could take 5 days, 7 fucking days. You know, transporters sometimes they take a while. It depends on your route and what you're going. So then you got the anxiety of the guy calling you, like, hey man,
where you at,
transporter?
Where you at now?
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. I'm gonna just give you you know, just little bits and pieces, but it's a lot. And so me, I can't really sleep until the dog makes it there, and he's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? And really like a couple of days after that, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like, You know, send me an update. Let me get some pics. You know what I'm saying? Then you in there, man. I love this motherfucker, man. I thank you, man. You know, all this. You know, once you get that, that's when the anxiety or whatever they call it. I don't believe in that shit, but I guess it is anxiety or whatever. Kind of just settles down. And then you just like, okay, cool. You know, so it's a long process.
I think,
for a
but
breeder.
I think a lot of it, especially in that area, you already said it, Buck, in that field, is treating people how you want to be treated. You dig what I'm saying? If I can treat them how I want to be treated, I got a long-standing business. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go nowhere no time soon, and it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. And that's really gonna be my motto: treating people like I want to be treated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get them to your dough, clean, fresh, on, and for the most part on time.
Right. But I've gotten dogs that look like shit when I got off the transporter. And I ain't gonna make a big deal out of it, right? But Lucy is gonna make a big fucking deal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was speaking from a breeder's perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a process, bro. Yeah, we know that. Okay, I'm gonna trust you, and you want to be treated like you want to be treated and shit. But that doesn't take away the whole
business.
Like, okay, he's about to get that introduction to this puppy. I don't want this motherfucker to be kennel cough or parvo. He shitted out blood. You know, the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And you never know.
Okay, just because I'm interested, and a breeder's point of view would be, that it's privy. You dig what I'm saying? As a breeder, would you deal with a more a reputable? Would you continue to use the one that is reputable that you have seen complete the task, and the dog is in a good situation? You know what I mean? Comes in good, goes out good, comes back good. You dig what I'm saying? So it dropped off and you ain't getting no feedback. You know, this meth head in a box truck just pulled up to my house.
A lot of people complain. A lot of people, it's up and down. It's up and down. Some people complain. Sometimes they complain. They complain about a motherfucking dog that they picked up. You know what I'm saying? It's some bickering and bitching going on. You know, it is. It's not 100% probably on nobody's end. So you're going to be dealing with multiple transporters. That's a breeder. Yeah, he's probably not just going to have one transporter, you know. And some people complain about shit that's not even nothing. Like, you know, you took a picture of the dog. This dog is what it is, healthy. Like, I've heard transporters say, yeah, he looks skinny, you know, and I get the dog. You know, this dog's fine. You were just talking shit about the dog, man, that you got the dog from. But I'm looking at him. I'm like, shit, he look good. You know what I'm saying? So it's up there, man. And then you got good ones that do what they do. And that's one of them things where business picks up really fast, I will say, in transport.
Yes.
It picks up really
me and the
fast.
partners been chopping it up. You dig what I'm talking about? So we gonna get this thing started off right here in Michigan.
Yeah.
And
if you're fast, if you got multiple drivers and you're fast,
yeah,
I think you can alleviate a lot of bullshit because you're making it there quick, and the quicker you can get there, I believe it's a less chance of the dog getting lethargic and you know what I'm saying, maybe showing
Car
up
sick
a
all the
certain
time.
way. Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
also, what's the negative that you would see that you don't like seeing when the transport pull up? Like,
Oh,
what's the
what I don't like seeing.
yeah,
See, I'm a vet, bro. I probably should have went to school for that shit. So I don't even look at that. I'm looking at, because as most of the time he ain't gonna be looking like he came from me. And they be looking bad sometimes. I don't be wanting to shit on motherfuckers. Motherfuckers be having fleas, all
yeah,
kind of shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a transporter gotta wash the fleas up off the fucking dog. You know, you drive somewhere and you pick up a dog and he might be scarred the fuck up.
yeah,
You ain't trying to, and that's the only corner of that map that you was even going to in the first place. You might not turn that around because you're not going to get paid. You know, gas money, and this is all
right.
shit that needs to be on the record. You know, for lawyers and shit that need to learn how to fight this shit. Because yeah, I might have transported that dog. He might got some scars on him, but it could have been dark. I didn't see it at first. You know, I'm not gonna get paid. All this type of shit. I drove up here. You know, I'm tired. You know, on this dangerous ass road. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I picked up this motherfucker. He wasn't in great condition. You know, I had a dog that came from a reputable fucking breeder that died 8 days after I got her. When she got off the transport, she couldn't even stand up. The transporter said that the breeder carried her to the fucking van. You feel me?
Mm.
This is a shit at the Mount Rushmore. Let's say he had a couple more motherfuckers on it. Maybe, you know, of today's, you know, might be on there or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, um, you see it all, but in my situation, I'm not just a consumer. So I'm looking at it in a whole nother way, man. I could always see
That's why
something
I'm
that this
asking
dog
though.
needs, you know.
That's why I'm asking, like, what don't you like to see though? Or let me ask it this way: what do you like to see when your transporter pull up?
Yeah, that might be easier. You
Yeah,
know,
let me
I
ask it
like the
that.
dog to hop out and be, well, really, I don't, because I know he's in a different environment. You know, I don't
Mm-hmm.
expect him to just jump out and be running all over the parking lot on the leash in a circle and shit, you know. I mean, I like to see that he's not dehydrated. I think the hydration's huge. I think it's even more than the feeding. You know, a dog can go a little bit, you know, or eat a set amount, but that when that dehydration sets in, that's what's gonna have the dog acting funny and being subject to different illnesses and stuff. So that he's not dehydrated, clean. Of course, he should be clean, even if. But you know, he could have came off a filthy ass yard, bro. And what are you gonna
Yeah,
do? Are you gonna expect the transporter to bathe the dog, right?
man. And then right now, well, see, the thing is, we got that's one of the things I'm just gonna have to stipulate. Your dog gonna have to be clean. I'm not taking. I don't care.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know, see, you know, things happen. Just certain dogs are just hard to keep. They got scrapes and scars, and you know, we gonna be careful with that. You dig what I'm talking about? And we will probably transport them over land. You dig what I'm talking about? But a lot of initially jumping what's going on. You know, I'm legal beagle, bro. I'm going legal beagle with this thing, man. I'm gonna be hopping on planes. I'll be there with your puppy. You dig what I'm talking about? You gonna make it worth my while. You dig what I'm talking about? If I got to come out to the West Coast, we not about to do no whole week in the car. I'll be out there that day.
Right.
Soon as that cash drop, we do a half, whatever. Whoop, 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 pew, pew. Cause I'm probably gonna have to, knowing how the game going, gonna have to make 2 stops.
Yeah. It's a good business, man. If you like to drive, you love the road,
Yeah.
I think it's a good business.
Yeah. It can turn a pretty penny. And you know what I'm talking about? A lot of, just in-state, you dig what I'm talking about? I think I'll be all right just in-state between me, Ohio, and Chicago. You know what I mean? I think I'll be all right. And, niggas be quick on the draw.
Yes, sir.
Quick on the draw. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. We have them to you. And boom, 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 boom.
I don't like to put the blame. That's why I say I think it's protocol to take a picture of the dog before it leaves.
You have to. That's gonna be part of the whole built-in system. You dig what I'm talking about? Boom, you get a shot. You dig what I'm talking about before, so you can see him how he went in. You dig what I'm talking about? And even better yet, a video.
Yeah, that too.
A video of how he acting, what's going on before he get in there.
Right.
You dig what I'm
talking about? You're gonna need that because when something goes wrong, it's gonna be a lot of blaming. I'm telling you. You're my partner. Hey, you trying to get in this shit, I'm gonna let you know. I done shook hands with, a lot of transporters.
Yeah.
So I know the outs and the ins about transporting all the way down to the salary and everything. That shit could get mind blowing. It really can. But you're gonna put so many miles on that vehicle that you're damn near gonna want to go buy a brand new one, and you're gonna just beat them to shit every time. Like you're gonna be spending some money on transportation. You can't just go hop in anything and think you out here transporting.
With some AC. I think we can run them. A couple Sprinter vans with some AC. This is why I'm just gonna focus. I'm not trying to go crazy. You dig what I'm talking about? If y'all trying to make them trips West Coast to East Coast to, you dig what I'm talking about? It is what it is. Y'all know we'll have the prices laid out.
Well, it'll be a train. So you'll be going to the West Coast, but you'll be grabbing stuff off the West Coast that needs to go back east. You feel me? It'll be like a train, bro. I wouldn't even. It's so mind blowing. It ain't even worth even thinking about it right now. I just worry about the all your GPS apps and all of that good shit. Learning how to use that real well. The technology when it comes to that, and the vehicle, bro, and reliable shops and insurance and all of that stuff. Because man, plenty of people's vehicle blown out. A lot, and these transporters wreck.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen, it had been, we calling the transporter in the hospital, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a serious game out here, So
yeah, just like truck.
That shit's emotional too. Like, damn, fuck, down there Christmas time, you at home and shit, bells on the bobtails and all this bullshit, and they wrecking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feeling for them, just like, damn, man, I'm all at home with fluffy ass fucking goddamn slippers on and shit,
Yeah.
So, it gets going, man. Sometimes, you definitely get some, at least half of that payment up front if you're a transporter. I think I dealt with a lot of them that was really cool with me, and they just do it on delivery. They knew that I had it if whoever on the other end fucked me, or and that was cool for them. Like, okay, the transporter when it pop up, but so many people have abused that. So many people to where this is just crazy. Like, you might have a thing lined up, and things take time. You got the route lined up, they go with somebody else, you down there on your way, they fuck around. Oh, I went with somebody else, such and such picked up last night, I tried to call you, and all just dumb shit. Dumb ass shit, bro. Like, you tell me that, all right, cool, I got that deposit, or whatever, or they're not gonna do that when they already got a deposit like laid down. They're not gonna do that. They're just not.
So that's how you lock it in, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you cancel and I didn't put all this work in, and I'm damn near I'm going to Utah. You get what I'm talking about? And I'm flying over to the Dakotas or something.
Like, if I wasn't fucking with you, I would have jumped on 20 or fucking, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have you in my route, but I did.
And you the farthest one out. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm trying to pick up stuff on the way back.
Right.
You dig what I'm talking about? So, I got a lot of frequent flyer miles right now too. Been stacking them up for years, really.
Yeah.
And, so I'll be moving them things. Moving them things. You dig what I'm talking about? The live, I like to keep it probably mostly puppies when you're getting in the air and all that. You dig what I'm saying? But probably it depends. It just depends. It just depends. I definitely not taking no scarred up dog to the airport.
Yeah, hell no.
You know what I mean? So,
hell no.
Not
doing that at all.
I'll probably take a yearling because he could probably hold his piss the longest. You know what I mean? So I ain't got.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, everybody always talk shit about Rico Lopez, but he charged enough to where he could fly with his pups. He could fly the pup to your door. Like, I'm gonna fly this pup. I know when it's gonna be ready, 12 weeks or whatever. So I'm gonna get that cheap plane ticket. We're gonna get over there. I might get a little rental and go come fuck with you. I probably got a museum or something I want to go see, some dinner. And we back at the airport later on that night, going back. He done dropped the dog off to your door, took pictures, made a little video, but that's that extra 2,000 luxury tax. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, them boys got it, man.
Man, that might be the new way. That might be
that is the new way. I don't know what y'all thought I was gonna be doing all of that damn time. I told you I'm just staying in the quick drop offs in the Great Lake region, but yeah, we gonna be on that plane. I'm gonna get them to your door. You dig what I'm saying? And yes,
so you're gonna fly somewhere, go pick up the dog, and then jump back on the plane and go take it to them.
They're gonna have to pay, cuz.
That's hella. That's why the transporters is gonna be very valuable. Because that's gonna cost you so much money.
It's not gonna cost me a thing.
That's just for transport. That's not the dog. That's just transport.
Brother, it's not gonna cost me a thing. You're gonna have to pay for it. But my thing is for them dudes who don't want them issues. Who 1,500?
If you a transporter, I'm saying if you a transporter, and let's say
definitely offer the option.
You in Michigan. The dog in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I want the dog in Cali though.
Yeah.
You're doing that?
Well, that depends.
Now, I can see if you had a litter. Like when I put the Chico Lopez situation, it's like, okay, you got a litter of puppies. So it's just gonna be my puppy. I'm gonna just go right down here to this airport and fly to you, drop your dog off, and I'm out of there.
Yeah,
Brother, you
yeah,
might be
yeah.
even at the airport.
That'll
You see what I'm saying?
that'll definitely be happening. But as in for the situation to where a dude in Georgia wants a puppy to be, or a guy's buying one in California, right? If he's not paying for round trip tickets and all that stuff, well, then he don't want his dog there. You dig what I'm talking about? You can go somewhere else, and or it may be that I may got 2 stops in Georgia. You dig what I'm talking about? I got a stop in Arkansas, a stop in Utah where I'm picking up another dog, and then 2 stops in Cali.
But you talking about putting them on a plane though.
Yeah, that'll be on the plane.
How many dogs they let you put on the plane at a time?
2.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Now, if I'm selling stock that I got here and I'm just dropping them off, yeah, I get them to your door anywhere. You dig what I'm talking about? Anywhere. I can go anywhere. Passport is
people
popping.
will pay. Somebody will pay.
Passport is popping. I'll be all in Brazil.
$2,500.
That's what they paying for their dog. The service is something else. You're not paying for you already didn't worked out your deal with your dog. Now you got to work out a deal with your transporter.
So what you gonna be charging for regular? It's a regular transport.
I ain't gonna put my foot in my mouth right now. You dig what I'm talking about?
Okay.
But you dig what I'm talking about. Trust me, it's gonna be top-notch service. So nobody asked Jordan, for a break on his shoes.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, but he had to be he definitely had to be competitive.
Had to be great.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have the marketing. The marketing's everything.
All you got to do is be great. Clutch.
Luxury transports. Luxury transports.
Right? And with them luxury transporters, you might get your dog washed. See, yeah, you dig what I'm talking about? It's some things that, it's perks and benefits that go along with paying. So
what would be the benefit of doing it that way versus just a regular ground shipper?
Yeah,
because I still don't get to meet the breeder. This is just really like a pet nanny. Really, like you ain't the breeder.
No, I ain't the breeder.
What benefit?
Unless I am the breeder. But I wouldn't foresee that for a while. That I'll be selling anything. But you never know. You dig what I'm talking about?
You never know. All you got to do is put a for sale sign on it.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody.
I don't sell cars, but if I just go throw the for sale sign on that motherfucker right now,
well, then you sell cars.
You never know. Motherfucker might buy it.
You sell cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? But no, it's a business. First of all, time save, health of the pup. You dig what I'm talking about? That is the most crucial part. The health of the pup. Transition from one place to the other, and the ability to get that dog its proper shots and be put where it needs to be. You dig what I'm talking about? I think though it gives that ability and allows for overall better experience with that type of delivery to your dog delivery. You dig what I'm saying? It's worth it. Because I've had some experiences with transporters too, and it's up and down.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, dig deep. You gotta dig deep, whatever it is, you know.
Right. But I just know for a fact it's gonna be boys in South Africa that want good mic stuff. It's gonna be boys in Brazil, Cuba, Venezuela. They watching. Russia. They watching. You dig what I'm talking about? Southeast Asia. They watching. You dig what I'm talking about? They want a thoroughbred. They know what's going on. They got the best interest of the puppy in mind. You dig what I'm talking about? It's not about the dollar. That's why you paying.
Man, motherfucker, give me 5,000. I'm flying that motherfucker to your door.
What? Man, I'm a do the cucaracha dance on your doorstep. Cucaracha. Up in my hand, nigga. Doing the
give me
cucaracha.
5,000. I'm flying that motherfucker to your door, bruh.
Nigga, wherever you at in the world. Because for them type of tickets,
not for the 5,000.
Nigga, I'm getting it to your door.
Yeah, now if you in the lower 48, I'll fly to you.
I'm going to Cuba, 5 bands.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that.
I'm gone. and that's the difference. You dig what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna go, but guess who you gonna pay to go? hey, cuz, I got about 4 because
they paying, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more than 5,000. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you talking about who gonna pay to go?
It's by the
what am I gonna pay you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do? You gonna take it to Cuba for 2 bands?
No, sir.
All right, then.
No, I'm talking. I didn't say nothing about the dog.
No, I said 5 bands. I said 5 bands. I tell you what I'm doing for 5 bands.
Oh, what you gonna do for 5 bands? Yeah. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do.
The pup gonna be 3 bands, so it's only 2 bands to work with.
I'm gonna just bring you your dog. I'm not. Yeah. 5 bands.
See,
I get it to your door in a nice little suit.
That's what I said. I bring it to your door for 2 bands, lower 48. You know.
And I'll be cheesing when you open the door. Ching. Be beaming at your motherfucker Willie, beaming out this bitch. I'll put a suit on.
It's gonna be that sizzles. It's gonna be that sizzles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some of that Hannibal trap dog.
Ooh.
It's gonna be some of that Hannibal trap dog. Hey man, look, we got the let me see. I got this psychopath.
He look good.
I got this psychopath litter. There's 2 males out of here. You know, you guys sleeping. All that sleeping, you need to wake up. I told you this to wake and bake. You gotta wake up. But let me get it up here. Psycho world. You know. He gotta get his little shit up. He'll be 3 in December, just in case anybody wants to know. These pups, this is his first litter. So it ain't like we just saying that it's gonna be the best producing dog in the world and all this. You know, this is his first litter.
Yeah, don't put no cap on.
He only shot out 1 female, so you know she got kept. And then it was like 6 males or some shit. So they keeping 4 males. There's 2 males available off of this. If you're looking for that, if that's your cup of tea, you know, you got the Carver, you got the Rascal. Let's just say like a quarter, the pure Carver dog. You got the Rascal blend at the bottom, a quarter of that. Then you got your Bolio Tombstone, Maloney Klaus on the top. Excellent bred dog. These dogs are acting excellent. They act like grown fucking dogs already. You know, they about 3-4 months, about 4 months old, 3-4 months. So tap in. You already know. Don't ask how to reach me. All that. You know, hit me on that IG. And you can get on. I seen somebody say they wanted to know about some psychopath pups. So there is some. That's the answer right there. There is some. They available. Take advantage. Hold up, I'm looking for that IG. There we go. There go the IG right there. Hit me on that IG. If it's major. If it's major, hit me on my pager. IG is my pager.
Man. Yeah, I like this little psychopath stuff though, Buck City. Interesting.
He said, John, aka California Jack, kept a nasty ass yard. There's a lot of dog men that did. You know, I'm not gonna say he was the only
Hemi
one.
James,
Hemi
James just put it up there too. He was like Al White tab yard, as he said, is up there with the worst I've ever seen. Said Vince Cooper's yard wasn't too good either. He said some of these YouTube yards I see today are first class. It's facts.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Hey, hard fitted. Hey, it's not.
Your experience is your experience. You gotta, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to finish. It's I don't set the price for the dog. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm setting the price for my service. And if you need me to go from Michigan to Georgia to California and back, yeah.
Yeah. They want you to go over and beyond for to keep the dogs up to whatever they like.
Right, snuff. You dig what I'm talking about?
Dogs,
keeping them walked out. You dig what I'm talking about? Fed. A lot of people don't feed them, don't water them well. You dig what I'm talking about? They be so dehydrated. Man. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. But you dig what I'm talking about, man? It'd be bad sometimes. I done seen them covered in shit.
Yeah, them guys, they're not gonna last long. But they get pulled over too. You know, they on the road, they get pulled over too. So to a certain extent, like they're not gonna last long. If they're doing that, then they're not gonna last long. And there are remedies to keep the dogs clean, you know, design style cages, different things, adapter attachments, different things that you can put, you know, in the cage to help you out with all that.
Yep. Quick spray downs.
Good thing.
What I'm talking about, they got them to where you can spray them down out the back. You know what I mean? Keep your stuff hygienic, man. I ain't about to be in one. Man, I'm telling you, I done seen some of these dudes get out the car smelling worse than the dog.
Well, I tell you, I seen this is probably more for like a camping thing, but they have a pump that you could put in a bucket, and it sprays out, you know, it sprays out the water pretty good though. You know, it sprays it out pretty good. Because you might not be able to get to that, right? So you put that pump in that bucket, that motherfucker spray out of there like you getting some high pressure water. You know? Straight up. You might have to clean one of them little black trays. You might have to clean that joint. Like just spraying it down ain't working. You know, you need to spray them down, let them sit.
That's why you need a sprinter van. You need the one with the connections, with the water bucket, all the way, already ready to go. You know what I mean? You gonna have stops. You dig what I'm talking about? Where you gotta get dogs out. You know what I mean? If you haven't cleared them before, which you should already do, before you even ever put them in there, you should clear them out. You dig what I'm talking about? But when it's time to, stretch everybody and make sure everybody, everything is everything, you dig what I'm talking about? You gotta spray it down again sometimes. You dig what I'm talking about? Some they had accidents and things happen, so you got to have that water on deck.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's a hell of a tool.
Yeah, man, the power sprayer, and then you can plug them
that these motherfuckers don't have. That's
you
all
can
I'm
plug
saying.
them right back into the back.
I know it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's because even for your hands or whatever, you might be somewhere. You need that. But I know what it's made for. It's made, well, when I seen it advertised, it was advertised for, like, if you're going camping, it's like a shower. So let's say on, like, today it's gonna be 85. That's pretty hot. You put that bucket in the sun for 30 minutes or an hour. That shit gonna be warm as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then you could put that bucket right there. You could hook it to the back window of the truck or whatever you going camping, and you could shower like that. But it got different joints on it, to where that joint's like a pressure hose. Like, it could shrink down to the, probably not like your water hose in the backyard if you got great pressure, but it's gonna clean some stuff up, man. It's gonna be good. More than what these dudes be having. Because you could just spray it and clean it, spray it, clean it, spray it. But sometimes you need to just take that motherfucker out, man.
And scrub it.
And probably just hit it with straight bleach. And you don't really want to have bleach inside of your vehicle like that.
Well, there's different things you can that you can use, and you definitely gonna use bleach. But while they in there, it's other products.
I know. That's why I said. So when I take them out, when I take the kennels out or crates out, that's when I use my bleach. I'm gonna keep bleach.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep bleach because I want that ultimate. Whenever I want something clean, I want to sterilize the bowls, or I want to do shit like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna do that inside. So having that extra water pressure, because some people just use the I use those, those Costco's those big ass apple jugs. They big as hell. Mm-hmm. Apple juice jug. Though, you have about 5 or 6 of those. Make sure the dogs get water, all of that. But you're not just.
I want to do it. I want to do it right and have like a nice little setup in the back where you got the water bottles. You dig what I'm talking about? Cages on one side for the larger dogs. You dig what I'm talking about? That stay low. You dig what I'm talking about? Lower cages for the larger dogs, and then a wraparound for the puppies. But everything stay low. You know what I mean? I don't want to be lifting a dog up out of a crate. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna get it together, bro. I'm gonna get this thing together. You know what I mean? Where you still carry a nice amount, and some dogs, you just gonna be in the whip. You ain't, it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be no whole bunch of dogs, and you may only be dropping one off, and so we in the truck. Ooh, boom, picking him up. Ooh, dropping him off, picking up another one on the way, and boom, bringing that back to somebody else. That's why I'm trying to, get the logistics down, because I really, I foreseeing that I'm gonna need a what you call them people that 10-4, good buddy. You dig what I'm talking about? That tell you what's going on, because you may have you may start off doing something and then something picks up along the way. You know what I mean? And to grab that extra money while you going that the same way, you know, you might just veer off a little bit, an hour or two, boom, 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 pick up another hound, and then go on to the same place that we going. You know what I mean? Or on the way back, we get a job. You dig what I'm talking about? And, you know, so we can link that stuff like that, man, and get them, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely going with the
Yeah, nah, the transport. Once you get out there, you'll see, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But you know, I'm gonna
they got transporters that, like, the one dude, he would do Washington, California, Texas, all the way up, and then there's one dude that will do New York, Florida, all that, and they would do like a figure eight, and they would meet, like, you know, in the mid somewhere, you know, like everything that's going back west, they would just trade off. Like, here, all these are going east, here, all these are, like, bro, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, there's nothing with transporting that I haven't seen, bro.
Everybody can eat, B. You know what I mean?
Bro.
And yeah. I'm sure you did what I'm talking about. They'll figure it out. I'm solid. You did what I'm talking about. I'll figure out they solid, and if we can well,
no, you meet your customers as you drop them off. Like, you're getting the jug from the breeder and the customer, because once you drop it off and the customer likes your transparency and all of that, he's automatically gonna be knowing how to reach out to you. You feel me? So you're getting customers every step of the way. That's why I said it could pick up real fast. You could be that little reliable dude that gets the dog there in a day or two, and then all of a sudden you turn into one of the biggest transporters. Everybody's trying to use you, and you got to turn motherfuckers down and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it happens overnight. You know, you just got to get in there. My bodyguard told me it's done. What up, boy? Hey, but hey, tap in, get the psychopath stock. Daddy. What, buddy? Grapes? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you grapes. Oh. Okay, I will. Let me turn this off. Okay, go. Hey, he's Deboing me, man. Hey, but you guys stay up, man. Stay up, man. You know, don't let them haters pull you down, man.
Shout out to Serena Williams. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout out to Serena Williams Myers. You dig what I'm talking about?
Serena Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you better tap in. You better tap in. Tap in.
I go tell her. I'm done telling her.
Tap in. Hey, you in a good spot, though. I'm telling you. You're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. We'll chop it up. Sir. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. You rock. Rocco, salute. Baquan, what up? Oat Man, Mike Dan, Vernon Starr, Portland Ross, salute. Let me see who else is in the building. Hemi James. The Custer came. The Custer forgot to change his profile. The Custer. Everybody say salute to the Custer.
Salute, Custer.
Let me see who else is in here, man.
Rocco up in this.
Trina Washington. Hey, tap in. If you're looking for any psychopath stock, tap in. We got a couple things pulling up, but that's what's for now. So if I was you, I would tap in. That's a real nice one. Pitwise, salute. I think that's everybody. Musician, Bloodthirst. Get over there to that Tales from the Swamp. We need more people typing that in the algorithm. So get it in there. Vito, salute. I hope that's everybody, man. Hope that's everybody. Eclectic, salute.
Man, y'all tap in. You know what I mean? Lincoln,
RBG, Dickie Foster. See, my guy, he ain't gonna leave. Quick FC, salute, brother.
Shout out Bloodthirst. Ye rocking, you don't stop.
Man.
I'm out.
Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. Don't go too fast, though.
Drop fast, move too flip too fast. Ain't no such thing too fast.
Drop too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast.
Money's always on my mind, so I'ma get it. And if it makes sense, then you know I'm down with it. Cause people say I drive too fast, too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. I got it coming in like Usain Bolt. You want that dope? You gon' get what you pay for. Telling me I move fast, but I think you move slow. Time waits for no man. Gotta get that new dough. Just dropped off the last batch. I got a new loaf. Had to double back cause he called and needed 2 more. Maybe I be driving too fast for that guap. It's coming in too fast. I pray it don't stop. Cause I was on the bottom, gotta climb to the top. Used to rock hand-me-downs, now I'm handy on the block. I came up off the rock like Sean. I'm a whole lobster, y'all prawns. You fucking with a king, y'all pawns. And for that 25, you get that Barry Bonds. Cause people say I drive too fast, too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Money's always on my mind, so I'ma get it. And if it makes sense, then you know I'm down with it. Cause people say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. I got it coming in like Usain Bolt. You want that dope? You gon' get what you pay for. Hey, move, bitch, get up out my way like Luda. Carpool lane by myself for the Gouda. One twitch, you could get black by a shooter. Real fast, come up in your house like an intruder. Drive 110 in the 60. Hand over that money first, you ain't about to jit me. Gotta keep that blick on my lap cause it get tricky. Keep both eyes open in these streets cause it get iffy. I need them blue avatars. Nigga, what you travel for? I was moving fast, shopping in that travel lodge. Or that days in, waiting till them days in. I'm blessed I made it this far, this shit's amazing. But people say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Money's always on my mind, so I'ma get it. And if it makes sense, then you know I'm down with it. Cause people say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. I got it coming in like Usain Bolt. You want that dope? You gon' get what you pay for.
Drop too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast.
Drop fast, move too live too fast. Ain't no such thing too fast.